hyped. I am so happy. I am so high on life today. Guys, no matter what you're going through, okay? If you're going through something, if you have challenges in your life, everybody has challenges in their lives, okay? Guys, keep a positive attitude. Keep a positive outlook. Keep smiling. Keep believing. Keep dreaming. Keep going, okay? Keep looking for the good in every situation. Keep learning how to shift your focus and shift your mood and change your attitude. It's really so powerful. It's so freeing. Like, I feel so free today. I feel so free. So free and so happy. Literally so happy. Now guys, one thing that's been helping me lately is like imagining people are for you. Because sometimes we tend to imagine like so many people are against us or they're not for us. They don't want to see us succeed. We think like this person hates us or blah blah blah. But like if you imagine that people are for you and they're to support you, even if like you're having a conflict or something, like it really helps. It helps yourself and it helps like the situation improve. Also just like shifting your focus. Like if you're going through a certain situation or something happens to you throughout the day, don't continue to focus on it and like let your brain go into negativity and overthink things and like blow it up out of proportion, you know? Just like distract yourself and focus on things that make you happy and shift your mood and shift your attitude. Really, focus is so important. Yeah, just like shifting your focus and controlling your thoughts, controlling how you think, what thoughts you allow to linger in your mind, and also your imagination. If you can't see like how to fix a certain situation or something is happening to you or you know, somebody's giving you a hard time, at least imagine it going better. Imagine like the best possible outcome. And even if it doesn't start to happen right away, it makes you like feel happier. It makes you feel better. It makes you feel hopeful, like the situation could turn around and things could get better. And also realizing that, you know, all the human beings on this earth, we are all living on this earth together. And like you don't know what people are dealing with underneath the surface a lot of times. So it's good to just be kind and nice to all people and forgive all people. And sometimes like, okay, if I'm having difficulty with somebody, I think like, okay, what if I was the only person on this earth with that person? I think like, would I hold a grudge against them? Would I allow them to make me upset? Or would I like, since we're the only two human beings on this whole earth, would I learn to forgive them and work with them and, you know, love them, show them kindness and love? Also, another thing that really helps me is consistently reminding myself, like, what if it was my last day in this life? Would I allow that person to affect me in such a negative way? Would I hold a grudge against them? Would I, you know, be fearful or anxious? Like, would I be mean to them? Would I let all this conflict get to me? So, it helps to remind yourself of that. Like, what if it was your last day in this life and that was your last chance with that person? How would you behave? How would you speak towards them, interact with them, you know, feel towards them? Today is a gift. You are still here for a reason. Many people need you. Know who you are. Remember who you are. Believe that you are capable of more. Overcome anxiety. Move past the fear. Don't worry about what others think of you. Don't allow perceived limitations and mental blocks cause you to sacrifice doing the things you were made to do and living to your fullest potential. Don't get caught up in the little things. Keep your focus on the bigger picture. Learn to take control of your emotions and feelings. Learn to take control of your body and of your state every day. Value your health. Prioritize your tasks. Make wise decisions. Control your words. Do not give in to complaining. If you are unhappy with your current situation, start working to change it, and start in your mind. But also remember to appreciate everything that you already have right now. Teach yourself to be grateful. Teach yourself to feel grateful every single day. Remember all the obstacles that you already overcame. Remember how much you went through and how it made you stronger. Intentionally place yourself around people who are going to benefit you. Those who inspire and motivate you. Those who lift you up and encourage you. Don't let negative words affect you. Let pain drive you into a better life. Don't give up on yourself just because others don't see it for you. Your life is so precious and you do make a difference. Set goals and plan how you will get there. Don't allow yourself to get stressed or overwhelmed. Don't let any experience kill the hope in your spirit or the love in your heart. Now is not the time to be lazy or to slow down. Now is the time to work and run hard after your dreams. Don't let your past define you. Don't let your previous mistakes keep you from living a full and abundant life. There is forgiveness and a fresh start, and you are amazing. Know you are worthy and valuable. Know you are significant. Everything you have gone through has brought you to this point, to where you are today. It can all be used for good. You can change many people's lives for the better. Choose to keep going despite all odds. Choose to get up every time you fall. Choose to appreciate the beauty all around you. Choose to forgive people and look for the best in everyone. Choose to be successful. Choose to use your creative talents for good. Choose to live your best life ever, and always choose to be a superhero. Guys, you know, we can't change the past, but we can change how we feel about the past. If you are sitting around feeling bad about the past, feeling sad, or having regrets, it can hold you back. But, guys, if you choose to see your past in a new light, see it as a blessing. Everything you went through, even the pain, even the challenges. If you choose to see how it all brought you to this point today, you can learn to appreciate and be grateful for the past. Guys, I'm amazed. Like, life is going by, and it's so important that we appreciate our lives each year, each season that we go through, because it's not like we can go back and redo it. It's not like if I don't like my childhood, I can't like go back and change everything. Or if I don't like how I lived as a teenager, I can't go back and change everything. So it's really important, guys, to make wise decisions and to appreciate every year that you go through life. Because time is very precious and our lives are going by. So it's important that we remember the bigger picture. Guys, today I am feeling very blessed and very grateful for my life. and everything I ever went through, because it has brought me to this point. And I am so happy. Guys, also remember that you can choose who you talk to and who you spend your time with. Sometimes I will not talk to somebody if I feel like they are not going to benefit me. Usually in my days at work, I deal with so many people. And I find that a lot of people like to talk just kind of meaningless talk. Just because they're uncomfortable, or they just like to talk about things that a lot of times are not beneficial. And I found it can be really helpful to preserve your energy and to protect your state if you don't talk to everybody who wants to talk to you. If a conversation is not meaningful or not beneficial, it is better to just be silent or to walk away, or, choose carefully who you talk to, who you interact with, because we do affect each other. And let's say if somebody comes to you and they're complaining about all sorts of things in their life, or, they just want to talk meaningless talk or negative talk. It can bring you down, it can wear you out, it can affect you. So I'm so happy that I've learned to control myself and remind myself that I don't have to talk to everybody who wants to talk. It is really good to save your energy for the most important tasks and the right relationships and the right conversations. So I just wanted to remind you guys of that, because I see this a lot in younger people. They feel like almost like they have to answer everybody, or they have to talk to everybody. And I've seen some situations that I wish that the younger person had just walked away from the older person. But because they were like trying to be polite or trying to, answer their questions, they feel obligated to, because the other person is older and they're trying to be respectful. But I've seen some situations where they don't have to. And I almost wish that they knew that they could walk away from that person. But sometimes they didn't. So I think I've gained a lot of wisdom as I've gone through my life, and I think I can kind of help people out with this. That if you have a person, they're being very negative towards you, or they're putting you down, or they're asking you a lot of questions with not good intentions, you don't have to talk to them. You can walk away. You can be silent. So I just find it's very helpful to know that. And then guys, also, I want to remind you to focus on what you do want rather than what you don't want as you go through life, as you go through experiences and situations. A lot of times I'll be going somewhere and I'll think I don't want this to happen, I don't want this to happen. And it's it's so much better to change your energy and your focus and imagine what you do want to happen. Because if you are thinking, I don't want this to happen, you are still giving it energy, and the law of attraction will bring that to you, because you are still, even though you are saying don't, or you are wishing it doesn't happen, you are still focusing on it and giving it attention and energy. So there have been many times where I would be thinking I don't want this to happen, what if I go here, I don't want this to happen, and then it happens because I was thinking it. I was giving it attention and energy. So it would have been better if I had thought, okay, I want to imagine this is going to be a great experience, it's going to go smoothly, it's going to be easy, and I'll have a fun time or whatever. And because I didn't do that, it went the way I was hoping it didn't go. But it's better to take a moment and focus on how you do want it to go. It'll be easy, it'll be fun, people will be nice, and Also guys, I want to remind you that you are worth so much. You are worth a lot, and a lot of you might need to hear this, that you are worth more than what you are currently going through, than the situation or the lifestyle that you are currently in. You are worth more. Okay, so the other day I was at work and the swim team was there and they were starting to practice, and this boy came in and he was late. And as soon as he came in, the coach yelled at him in a very harsh tone. And he made him do so much extra exercise on the pool deck before he could go swimming. And as I was watching him, like, I'm even getting goosebumps talking about this because I feel like I'm about to cry. Because it broke my heart. And I've seen this boy many times, and I know his dad, and his dad is very harsh on him also. Very, very tough. Very tough. And sometimes makes him swim for hours and hours, and very hard. And one time this boy, he had a very bad cramp in his leg, and he was pale, and his dad still wanted him to go swimming, and he was in a lot of pain. And I went over to help, and the boy couldn't walk and he couldn't swim, and the dad was trying to, push him for swimming or just let him, get through the cramp and then go back to swimming. But he had been swimming so long, and so I was like, it looked really, really not good. So I was actually thinking, like, I should call 911 or something. And the dad freaked out after he heard that. He just picked him up and carried him out, and the boy couldn't even walk, and it was really sad. But that was another time. So the more recent time was when he came in for the swim team. His dad wasn't there, and he was late, and he doesn't drive, he's a kid, so probably his dad or mom was stuck in traffic or something, and that's why they were late. And I was thinking, like, how unfair it is that the boy should be punished this much for being late, and that the coach should yell at him. And he was making him exercise so long on the pool deck. The boy was sweating and sweating. He was like turning red and he was sweating, and I was worried about him. I thought, what if he passes out? And it just, like, it was breaking my heart, and I almost started crying. He got through it, and then he did practice, but my heart was just breaking for this kid, because, like, I could tell that he probably doesn't know how much he's worth. He goes through a lot, and he might think, like, he is destined to live forever this lifestyle of a lot of harshness, a lot of, like, fear and punishment, and he might have a low self-esteem. He might, think this is normal to go through life this way, and that he is not worth more, that, he should be able to choose his dreams and goals and make decisions. I mean, of course he's still a kid, but there has to be, like, a balance, and there has to be some freedom, and there has to be some respect. Like, I don't think it's fair what he goes through, and he's still a kid under his parents. So yeah, they are making decisions for him and stuff. But it's just like, I wish that I could help this kid. I wish that he could have someone speak into his life and tell him he is worth more. And I'm sure a lot of kids are in similar situations or worse. And I just wish that they can know their worth and value, and know that they are worthy of respect as a human being, even if they are a kid, and adults should treat them with respect and honor. So yeah, guys, I just hope things get better for this boy, and he is treated with more respect, and someday he knows he is worthy and valuable. One thing that really breaks my heart is when I see kids being mistreated. Like, I feel like I can't stand it. Like, and sometimes it's hard because, like, they're still a kid and they're living with their parents, and if their parents are not treating them right, or a teacher or somebody, an authority figure is not treating them right, it's not an easy situation. But at least I can pray, and sometimes you can do more. Sometimes you can step up and stand up for people. And that goes into another topic, guys, I wanted to remind you of, is to stand up for what's right. Even if you feel like you are younger than somebody or you are in a lower position, you can still make small steps to stand up for what's right, or big steps in whatever situation you're dealing with. But it really is worth it when you stand up for what is right, and you change the atmosphere, when you do something, when you take action, as opposed to just letting things go. So in this situation with this boy, I think it was good that I was there, because this coach knows me, and I have kind of stood up for things before. Not really directly to his face, but I think he knows that I stand up for things, and so he didn't, okay, he already overstepped boundaries, I felt like, with this kid, but he didn't go off to a greater extent, which he could have, probably. And so I think, because he knows me, I think it was good that I was there, as opposed to somebody else, because I think it could have gotten worse for this boy. So, and also if it had gotten worse, I would have been able to do something. Like the time when his dad was making him swim for a really long time and he had the bad cramp. It was good that I intervened and I went over, because I think the dad, he was really trying to force him to keep swimming. And possibly if I hadn't gone over, he could have forced him to keep swimming even with the really bad cramp. Instead of carrying him out of the locker room, he could have, you know, forced him to get back in the water, and something worse could have happened. So I'm glad I intervened that time. You know, it's good, guys, because you can stand up for what's right. You can do something, even a small thing, and it can change the atmosphere, and it can help people. So don't be afraid to stand up and do what's right.